Welcome back. I'm Maddie Baum.
And I'm Micah Nelson.
This is our final show before the end of the Tri and Thanksgiving break.
It's a good time to think of all the things that we're thankful for. By the way, what are some things you're thankful for, Maddie?
Well, I'm thankful for my school, even when I complain about it, and my family, especially my little sister.
Your little sister?
Yeah, my little sister. She's an inspiration. She has diabetes and is handling it really well. She's brave.
Very cool. And you know, November is also Diabetes Awareness Month. Did you know that 14 of our own students have diabetes?
That's right. Diabetes is a heartless disease that lasts a lifetime, and the truth is diabetes can affect anyone, young, old, healthy, or otherwise. It can take a toll on a person and their family and friends. Like Micah mentioned, November is Diabetes Awareness Month. So let's take a moment and give it the attention it deserves. Take it away, Stephen.
There's a little known fact that you might not know about diabetes. For starters, November is Diabetes Awareness Month, but most importantly, about 1/3 of all people who have diabetes don't even know that they have it. So, let's raise awareness by going in depth about what diabetes is and how it affects people's lives on a daily basis, including my own, as I'm a type 1 diabetic myself.
Well, diabetes is a disease of the endocrine system where either your body is not producing enough insulin or the insulin isn't being received properly by the cells. And insulin is the agent that unlocks the sugar and allows it to go into the cells so the cells have the energy that they need. Type 1 is generally found in younger people, and that's the one that is insulin dependent.
I was diagnosed the summer before my 8th grade school year started. I wouldn't say that it prevents me from doing anything. I feel as if the harder I work, the better the results are from it, and the better in shape I get, and the healthier I feel in the long run. Luckily, I haven't had any diabetic reactions or anything. I've been close a few times and my blood sugar's been a little low, so just eating a little bit of a sweet will help it, but nothing major.
Symptoms that we might see in a diabetic might be increased thirst or urination, unexplained weight loss, blurred vision. When you're first diagnosed with diabetes, typically we approach it with diet and exercise. You want to lose weight, you want to stay away from carbs, typically things like breads, pastas, rice, potatoes, sweets, candy, cookies, that kind of thing.
Typical day, basically you have to watch what you eat, if you eat the wrong amount of calories or eat the wrong things, your blood sugar can spike up in a heartbeat, and you just basically have to make sure you work out and stay healthy and stay positive about life.
So now you should have a good understanding about what diabetes is and how it affects a diabetic's daily life. Please keep in mind that November is again Diabetes Awareness Month, and if you have any other questions about diabetes, please talk to your doctor. Reporter for EaglEye, I'm Steven Schroeder.
Wow, I'm definitely thankful for my health. It would be hard to be labeled diabetic.
Yeah, and a lot of people are unfairly labeled due to their disease.
Yeah, people have been dealing with labels all the time.
They do. Sometimes it's because of their illness or disability, sometimes their race, gender, and especially their religion.
Yeah, lately I've heard a lot of talk about religious labeling, either in school or on the news. People seem to assume a lot off of based just what religion you are. But when you talk and get to notice them, you realize that there's more to people than what the stereotype is. Let's go do it with the story.
In our U.S. Constitution, the First Amendment states that we as Americans are able to freely practice any religion without government interventions. Yet we as Americans still discriminate against belief in form of stereotyping, marginalization, and labels, whether we realize it or not.
So Islamophobia has coincided with the American people since 9/11.
I think that Christians of this day and age are labeled as hypocrites and homophobes and closed-minded.
Some people think they're Satanists or something like that for some reason. I feel like I get that a lot from people that don't really know anything.
A poll down by Gallup.com shows only about 58% of Americans would vote for atheist or agnostic president, and only about 60 would vote for a Muslim president, compared to the 93 who will vote for a Catholic president. With these statistics, it's clear that certain beliefs are unfairly looked upon in America.
And I see Donald Trump is saying that they're going to put identification cards on Muslims and receive no backlash. If that's not Islamophobia, then I don't know what is.
People don't really think much of it anymore, but I think, back in the 50s probably or something like that, and most people were probably Christian. I think, if someone came out as an atheist and they didn't believe in God, they're kind of outcast,
So how can we as a school diminish these labels?
Everybody should be treated equally and with dignity, no matter what their belief is.
They should all be treated the same,
And I think before we put the whole blame on a whole group of demographic, that we should be looking at the core of the religion. And if the religion supports those attacks, then yes, but if not, then no.
I think it's more, it's more about bad people doing bad things,
Due to recent attacks by ISIS, statements made by fundamental Christian groups and non-believers alike, labels and stereotypes seem to be becoming more and more prominent. As a student body, we need to remember to treat our peers with respect regardless of what they do or do not believe in. Reporting for EaglEye, I'm DeWitt Tecatel.
Man, labels can have some serious effects on people. It's something we really need to think about. But not all of the labels are bad. Sometimes you can be labeled good things like nice, funny, or a role model.
Being a role model is a pretty important job. There are many role models here at AVHS and in our community. Here's Momo with the story on what it takes to be a role model.
Hey Eagles, it's Momo, and today we're here to talk about good characteristics of being a good role model. And we went to VMS to go ask some students and some teachers what is a good role model. Let's go check it out.
My older sister is probably a role model of mine because she gets really good grades and she's always doing the right thing.
I would say the older kids here at Valley Middle School of STEM, they really influence the younger kids by showing them how to act, whether it's walking in the hallway, whether it's when they see them working in groups, that they're being focused and all of that. And it's really fun to see the older kids mentor the younger kids here, especially the 6th graders at Valley Middle.
I think good characteristics for a role model is just being confident and being encouraging and helping others believe in themselves.
The biggest thing that I would say to illustrate a role model is one who, it's how they act when no one else is watching. Used to have a poster in our room that said character defines that. It's how you behave when no one else is around. And so are you continuing to honor your family name? Are you continue to not embarrass the way the family would expect you to be? That is a role model. If that role model possesses those traits and he or she leads by example, then it's for others to follow that same characteristics.
Role models have a huge impact on students and adults. Reporting for EaglEye, I'm Momo.
It's good to see that some of our soon-to-be AVHS students are already thinking about what it means to be a role model.
Absolutely. Being a role model and the role models you have in your life can really affect where you go. And one of our former AVHS students is going to be a really good role model.
I totally agree with you, Micah. Let's check in with Aaron to take a look at where he is now.
Every year, new alumni graduate from AVHS. But how many do you know? Let's take a look at where they are now.
Hi, my name is Brian Overson. I am a graduate of Apple Valley High School in 2007, and I'm working for a marketing company now called Storyteller Media and Communications. Storyteller is an inbound marketing agency, so we provide blog content and video content for companies to host on their website. And we do a lot of search engine optimization. So we're just helping position companies' websites to be able to be found through Google. Writing was always something that interested me. Writing was something I was good at. And there's kind of a saying in the media industry, whether it's marketing, advertising, journalism, communications, if you can write, you can do it.
The best advice comes from someone who has experienced it, and Brian gave us some great advice that I think everybody could use.
The biggest thing that I learned in high school about, that prepared me for the real world, as they call it, is you got to take care of yourself. You got to get enough sleep. You got to eat healthy. You got to, spend time with friends and relaxing, and just to kind of make sure you're healthy physically, mentally, everything.
Thank you, Brian, for that great advice, and we wish you luck in your future as an AVHS alumnus. Reporting for EaglEye, I'm Aaron Taves.
It's really cool to see where our alumni have ended up.
It really gets me excited for my future and our school's 40th anniversary. On that note, happy anniversary, everybody.
Moving forward, EaglEye is going to be showing you bits and pieces of our past 40 years. But for now, let's take a look at one of the teachers' perspectives of what's changed in the AVHS and undergone. Here's the story.
As far as structural changes to our building, there is seemingly less natural light that is coming in. There used to be a whole open space above the math department. The ITC used to have this big open area too that you could look down from the math department and see in, so that was kind of interesting. And not much has changed about this classroom with the exception of the tables from that point when I student taught.
It's neat to hear about what the school was like before we were even born.
Yeah, for sure. And just imagine what the school is going to look like in another 40 years. Well, that's all we have for you on our last show before the end of the try.
But before we go, we'd like to congratulate our speech team on a great showing in their first tournament of the year.
Also, good luck to all of our winter sports teams and activities. Have a great season.
Well, we hope you all have a great day, and as always,
thanks for watching.